Today is World Snake Day, so let's talk about the ecology of our snake Pokemon. Starting off with the original snake, we have Ekans. Like all modern snakes, Ekans is a carnivore and likely eats a diet consisting of small mammal Pokemon as well as bird Pokemon eggs. It's mostly terrestrial, but it's able to climb quite well in order to reach Pidgey nests for a quick snack. Ekans is venomous, being a poison-type Pokemon, and uses this venom to help bring down strong prey items as well as defend itself. It advertises its dangerous abilities through aposematic coloring and warning signals. Its bright coloration of high-contrast purple and gold says to potential threats that it doesn't care about blending into its environment because it has other defenses like its venom. This is famously present in the brightly colored poison dart frogs that employ a similar defense with their toxic secretions. If the aposematism isn't enough to scare away a predator, Ekans also has a tail rattle like modern-day rattlesnakes. This rattle ensures that potential threats are aware of Ekans and that it isn't afraid to show off how dangerous it can be. Its evolution, Arbok, is a strange combination of being a constrictor, a snake that wraps its body around prey items and dispatches them thanks to a lack of blood flow and organ failure, while also being venomous with its various poison-type attacks. And this combination is not seen in any modern-day snakes. Arbok also relies in visual predator deterrence to protect itself, which really makes me wonder what's preying on an 11-foot, 140-pound venomous snake. Arbok has aposematic coloring just like Ekans, but it has lost its tail rattle in favor of a large hood and eye spots like modern cobras. Having a hood makes this Pokemon appear larger than it really is to scare off threats, and eye spots are found across the animal kingdom to deter predation. Interestingly, Arbok may also use its eye spots to paralyze prey items so that it can enter striking range to envenomate and consume them. Our next snake Pokemon is Seviper. Like the previous entries, Seviper has a large size, aposematic coloring, and venom. I'm sensing a theme. Seviper has large, fixed fangs like modern elapid snakes. Unlike modern snakes, it also has a large tail blade with its own venom gland. And there are actually some real snakes with pointy tails, but they are much less dramatic. The sharp-tailed snake is a small snake native to western North America and uses the small spine on its tail to stabilize its even smaller prey, like slugs, so that they are easier to eat. Seviper likely eats small mammals, reptiles, and possibly amphibian Pokemon, and is preyed upon by large bird Pokemon that can get the drop on Seviper, and by Zangoose, who is immune to their venom. Our newest snake Pokemon are Silicobra and Sandaconda. They live in arid regions and have modified nasal passages that are able to store sand to spray at attackers. This is somewhat like modern-day spitting cobras that have evolved the ability to spray their venom through the air up to 8 feet away. Both of these Pokemon are mostly non-venomous as they don't learn any poison-type attacks through level up, besides Coil. Which begs an interesting question: if they can learn a poison-type attack through a TM like Poison Tail, are they venomous? They are instead constrictors who rely on squeezing their prey before consumption, similar to Arbok. Sometimes. Sandaconda's interest in Coil might have evolved as a way to help pump out sand at its attackers. If it constricts all of its coils at the same time, that might be enough force to eject the sand, much like how you would fire a squirt gun by squeezing its trigger. These Pokemon likely prey on Pokemon like Rufflet, Volibee, Togedemaru, and Hippopotas, with Silicobra potentially being eaten by Drapion or Boldore before it can level up enough to defend itself. There's a couple different snake-like Pokemon that I'm not really going to get into this video because they most likely have converged on the snake body shape. There's Serperior, which is probably more like a lizard, and there's Dunsparce, which has something really strange going on since it has wings, and finally there's Onix, which might actually be a snake, but I'll save that for a future video. Let me know what you think of all of our different snake Pokemon, and be sure to celebrate World Snake Day, and happy researching.